Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my kitchen, guys.
Oh my, sounds sweet.
You guys, today I'm going to be showing you the way I made this delicious yummy pepper fish sauce. So guys, for the fish, I'm going to be using this frozen stock fish. You can be free to use any fish you like. It doesn't matter the kind of fish you like, but it has to be something fresh. You can also use the dry fish, but I think fresh fish is better to get this taste that I got. So I'm going to be using this. So this frozen stock fish has some little scales in it. You can see it is not clean yet. I'm going to clean it very well. I'm going to just make sure I remove all the scales and then wash it properly and then get it ready. So these are the other ingredients, you guys. I'm going to be using one scotch bonnet pepper. So I just got this scotch bonnet pepper out from my freezer. That's why you're seeing it like this. Then I have one yellow pepper. I have one bell pepper, one green pepper, one fresh tomatoes, and then I have one onions. I also have some sweet pepper here. Then over here I have my spring onions. Then I have one knorr cube, and then I have this ginger and garlic. And then for my spices, I'm going to be using the spices. So guys, the first thing I'm going to be doing is to clean my fish. I'm just going to be removing the tiny scales. You guys, this fish is really tender, so you have to be careful. So I was really careful when I was trying to remove the scales so that it doesn't even break in my hands. You can see some of the fish is going out, trying to cut. So I cleaned it. After cleaning the fish, the next thing I'm going to also now do is just to add some spices in it. So I'm going to be adding. So guys, for my spices, I added some thyme, I added some mixed herbs. So you guys, when it comes to spices, I think it has to really do with what you want and what you like. So I also added some grounded garlic, I added some grounded nutmeg and ginger, and I also sprinkled some no liquid seasoning, and I added some curry powder. So once I do this, I'm just going to go ahead and mix it very well with my hands, because I just want the spices to get into every part of my stock fish. So once I mix this, I'm going to now get a foil. I'm going to get a transparent foil and just cover it and put it in my fridge to marinate for at least 10 minutes. Guys, I forgot to say I also sprinkled some salt. Salt is very important to make it tasty. So once I marinate this, I'm going to go ahead and so guys, the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to get my peppers ready for blending my peppers and my onions. So I'm just going to remove the seeds from this green, from all these peppers, you guys. I'll remove the seeds inside and then cut it in a way that I'll be able to blend. And then I'm going to keep half of my green pepper aside. I'm going to keep half of the green pepper aside, and then I'll also keep half of the onions. I'll keep that aside. And then for the spring onions and my fresh garlic and fresh ginger, I'm going to chop them into tiny bits and then add a little water into the blender and blend them. So you guys, like, I don't want something very smooth, I wanted something rough. So I had to just blend for just 1 to 2 minutes. You can see exactly what I wanted. I got exactly what I wanted. This is exactly how I want it to be. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to add my already chopped peppers, my already chopped onions, and the one fresh tomato that I also chopped. I'm going to add it here into the blender and add more water, but a little more water, to make it blend easily. So guys, I don't want this smooth. So I had to set my blender at number 1. So that's just what I'm using to blend this. I don't want to go to the second number because I know that once I go to the second number, this is not going to be as rough as I want it anymore. So guys, I just stayed at that number 1, and then this is exactly what I want. This is what I want. I don't want this whole pepper to be smooth. So once I get what I want and I'm done blending, I'm going to cover this and keep it aside. So guys, the next thing I did is to add my vegetable oil into my frying pan and then allow it to heat for a while. After a little while, I just added some onions to see if my oil is really ready, and once my oil is ready, I'm just going to be placing my fish like this. So you guys, I am frying on a low heat of 3. So I placed my fish and then allowed it to fry, and then I'm going to be changing the sides of this fish every 3 minutes just to make sure that the both side, fries very well. So I fried this fish for some time, you guys. So after some time, I had to check if the fish is ready. So I had to get a fork and then poked it into the fish. I just wanted to know if there's still blood in it. And you guys, at this time, I know that it is really ready because I had fried it for more than 15 minutes. I know that it is so done. Guys, another way to find out if your fish is so done is when the color starts changing, like you're frying on a low heat and then the color starts turning brown. That's another way to know that your fish is really done. So guys, at this time, I'm going to remove the fish, and you guys, like a little, some of the fish have started breaking, but it's all good. So guys, I removed my fish and set it aside. You guys, if you're doing this, just get a kitchen towel, place it on your plate before you remove your fish so that the oil from your fish will soak into the kitchen towel, but I didn't do that. That was my bad. So I'm just going to set this aside, and then the same oil I used in frying my fish, I'm going to get another frying pan, and then I'm going to sieve some of the oil into the frying pan because I don't want the particles from this oil to get into the oil that I'm going to be using to fry my peppers. So once I do this, I'm going to allow it heat a little. It's already hot though, and then I'm going to just pour in the peppers that I had already blended. So guys, I'm going to be stir frying this for a while. I'll stir fry it until I see that I don't get the taste of the freshness anymore, the fresh tomatoes and the fresh peppers. So once I do this for about 10 minutes, I'm going to add the stock I got from the fish I marinated. After that, you guys, I'm going to add some of my seasonings. Right now I'm adding the curry powder, mild curry powder, and then I'm adding one of the seasoning cubes that I had left, and I'm also going to add my all-purpose seasoning, you guys. And another thing I'm going to do right now is to test for salt, and once I know that the test is okay, I don't have a need for salt because of the seasonings I used, I'm just going to cover this and allow it to heat for a while for about 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you guys, this is just ready. This sauce is ready, and I'm going to get another pan, the other pan I used earlier, and I'm going to just pour the already fried fish into this pan and then pour my already fried sauce into this pan, you guys. And I'll just stir this and make sure that the sauce gets into every part of my fried fish. At this point, and the next thing I'm going to do is just to get the half of my onions and the half of my green bell pepper, and just open up my onions like you've seen me do now, and I'm going to pour this into my fish sauce, and I'll allow this to heat for at least 2 to 3 minutes just to see that the green pepper and the onions is a little bit cooked. And once I do this, you guys, this sauce is so ready and it is so delicious, you guys. I just love to eat this with some potatoes, and I also love to eat it with rice. So much guys for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe and like this video, share it, send a comment. Thank you so much guys, and bye guys.